So back when I was first starting to make Tower Heroes content here on Super Shorts Central, one of my first videos that I ever made was on a grinding strategy to grind for the Minecart mimic. Now if you've been staying up to date with the channel recently, you may have noticed a short that may have popped up on your feed, and that was actually of me obtaining this Minecart mimic right here. It was soon after that video I actually realized there was a better strategy that I could use on medium mode instead of easy mode. It is slightly different than the one before, so I am going to make another video about it, but it's going to help you so much because it gives you an extra 10 waves, which is even more chances for the Minecart mimic to spawn. The heroes you're going to need are going to be Branch, Stella, Lemonade Cat, Balloon Pal, and Spectre. So first things first, let's go ahead and jump into Canyon Calamity. We're going to set it to medium mode on challenge mode, and let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, look at that, we've got Branch on the screen. That's perfect. Now this tutorial doesn't actually involve the car kit, which is the skin that you get for this mimic right here, the Minecart mimic. It is a minor kid right here, and I will show you guys that at the very end of the episode because I have yet to display that really on a video. Okay, so when we first get loaded in here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to enable auto skip really quickly, and then we're going to put 2 branches down right here and right here. You can either put them right here where I have them, or any of these these sections right here of wood. So like here's a section of wood, here's a section of wood, and here's a section of wood right here. Once you get 1,000 mana, make sure you go ahead and upgrade one of these branches, or I'm gonna call them cake monsters right here because that's what I have for the skin right now. And now basically what we're doing is we're just waiting for enough mana to be able and upgrade one of our cake monsters to level 3. I recommend upgrading this bat cake monster right here because usually more enemies are coming through here by the time you're upgrading it. As you can see, we are having some enemies slip away, so that's okay. If you want to get those, you can, but we might end up with around 80 to 70 health depending on how well you're following the tutorial. But once we have all that complete, we're going to want to go ahead and place our Lemonade Cats, and I recommend placing them right down here in the valley is what I call them. Anyway, let's go ahead and start upgrading our Lemonade Cats. We're going to be getting these to level 2, and once all of your Lemonade Cats are at level 2, we are then going to upgrade this cake monster right here to level 3. If you want to play it safe like I'm going to go ahead and turn off the auto skip just in case, because we are having some of these enemies slipping by us right here. Just like that, we had a full health go skip past us. That's not good. But once both of our cake monsters are up to level 3, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our Lemonade Cats to level 3. Okay, here we go. We're continuing to upgrade our Lemonade Cats because it looks like we have it over here. It looks like we're good. Now that we have all of our Lemonade Cats up to level 3, it's time to upgrade one of our cake monsters to level 4. Should be pretty easy to be able and get that because now we're getting a lot more mana from our Lemonade Cats. So at about 13 or 14 waves in, we have a level 4 cake monster, a level 3 cake monster, and 4 level 3 Lemonade Cats. And then the next step is going to be upgrading the second cake monster to level 4. It's super important to stay on top of all these enemies so that we don't have anything that gets by. After skipping wave 14, we can go ahead and upgrade all of our Lemonade Cats to level 4. Yeah, upgrading this second cake monster to level 4 is definitely needed here. We're having some enemies coming super close here. Now that all the Lemonade Cats are at level 4, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to upgrade those to level 5. But it might depend for you if you're seeing a lot of enemies come through and you're curious if you're going to survive or not. I definitely recommend upgrading one or even both of your cake monsters to level 5 first before you upgrade your Lemonade Cats to level 5. But I think with the auto skip turned off right now, I think I'm doing pretty good. We're going to have some wandering goals come through here real quick, just like this one right here. Now, if you're having some struggle taking these things down, then I definitely recommend waiting to upgrade the rest of your Lemonade Cats and upgrading one of your cake towers or your cake monsters right here. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade one of them to max level, just like so. And from there, I'm going to finish upgrading the rest of my Lemonade Cats. Hey, my friend, if nobody has told you yet today, you are seen, you are known, and you are loved by both God and by me. And if you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure to give it a like, even consider subscribing. If you are enjoying Tower Heroes content on the channel, we have lots of it coming your way. You can go and you can join our Roblox fan group down in the description below where we post more about this stuff. And we also have merchandise that you can go and you can purchase for only 7 Robux, so make sure you go check all that out. But for now, let's go ahead and look at the new strategy for grinding for the Minecart mimic once again. We've just cleared wave 18 and we have all of our Lemonade Cats maxed out. Wow, that is a great feeling when you have that. Okay, it's time to max out another one of our cake monsters right here. So with everything that we have before maxed out, it's time to put down a brand new tower. It's time to pull out our balloon pal right here, and I recommend setting him about right here on this little like square thingy, and then just basically try and get that to max level before you do anything else, because it's going to help out so much. We're gonna have some minecart golems coming through here real quick, and they go super fast, so definitely going to be needing that extra range. And the great thing about putting these branches where we have them is that they can actually reach over here a little bit into the path over here, especially this one right here. That's why I recommend changing it up. If you don't want to follow the video exactly, you might be able to put this branch right here, maybe over here, maybe put all of your branches over here at some point. But I have come to discover that this exact strategy does work every single time. That's why I'm using it for today. Alright, and once we have that, we're going to go ahead and put down a third branch right here. And basically what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be upgrading every single branch. We're going to be putting them all down about in this area right here. And I'll be back once we have all those maxed out. Alright, we've gotten every single one of our cake monsters maxed out over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a specter down right about in this area. And then I'm just going to upgrade that to level 2 so we don't have a payment issue going on right here, because we upgraded anywhere past this, we're going to start having a specter cost kind of thing come into play, where it's going to make it cost more to upgrade our towers. And then next we're just going to start putting our Totoros or our Stellas down. I recommend putting them in placements kind of like this right here, but basically what we're going to do is just upgrade these until they're all maxed out. Now if you're not sure how to use Stella, that's kind of fine for this map, but basically just kind of try and delete all of the gems or the dumpster child, whatever you might have. However, I did make an actual video on how to use Stella and how to use it properly, so you can check that video out after you are done with this one at this link right here. Once you've gotten all of your Totoros or your Stellas maxed out, let's go ahead and try and start working on this specter right here while keeping an eye out on some of your good towers. If they're below this kind of 20 mark right here, or 17 usually, I recommend just letting those kind of just burn out and just waste themselves. And then I recommend standing in the valley down here, because it's super easy to be able and see everything that you have. And now from here, we're just going to try and get about 25 to 30 drawings by the time that the boss comes. And then we're going to be set to go, so let's go ahead and skip forward to the boss fight. I forgot to mention, do not forget to max your specter as soon as you have everything that you can place down and upgraded, because you're going to want that extra power for sure as soon as possible. A quick note about Stella as well: if you go in every wave, just go ahead and just start clicking this ability all button right here over the drawings. That's going to be a super easy way to make sure that they all stay alive and well, and then either during the round or after the round, you can go in and you can sell the unnecessary ones. Alright, so we officially made it to wave 35. We only have 23 drawings right now, which is a little bit under what I'd like to have, but that's okay. Stella's a little bit RNG, and if I would have been paying a little bit closer attention, I could have kept some better drawings. Don't forget, you can also go and you can now sell your lemonade cats. They are not going to be of any use to you, and make sure you just kind of keep upgrading your drawings. You should have a bunch of mana to be able to use now. I recommend go ahead and then summoning a balloon float right here, and then pretty soon, once the vicious colorable right here gets to about this area, I'm gonna go ahead and fire our specter rate boost. All the while, I must remember to keep upgrading our drawings really quickly. We're now at 30, so I'm gonna go ahead and use our specter rate boost here. Some of these drawings, they're going to be out of the range. I'm just going to go ahead and start selling them. The more drawings that you can sell, the less mana you're going to have to pay when you upgrade them all at the same time, because that's just the easiest way to do it. And these branches should be in the range of it for a little while. Look at that, we're already down at 30,000 right here, 35,000. Basically by this point, once the snake or the colibri gets all the way over here, only the scientist should be in range of it. But while it's moving, this is an amazing time to go ahead and sell everything that's not going to be in the range of it. Basically, I'm just only keeping the scientist, and even some of them like this one, it's not going to be in the range of it anymore. This one's not going to be in the range. This one's not going to be in the range. This one's not going to be in the range. And here we go, counting down just a little bit more, and we have defeated it. Now that's the way to be able to grind for the minecart mimic, but as promised at the very beginning of this video, I'm going to show you guys the skin that you get from it, because it is super cool. So here's a little look at everything that you get when you obtain the minecart mimic right here. Super cool. It's all got a super West Western theme. We have a pickaxe right here, and the whole mimic itself is so cute with its little design right here as a minecart, and it even has some gold in it. I think it's some gold mixed in with some coal. Anyway, it's just super cool looking. At the back, there's not really much there. However, the one thing that is special that I think no other mimic has, I could be wrong, but this one actually glows in the dark. I'll throw a picture up on screen of what that looks like. Super cool. Found that out the other day. And of course, you can't forget the skin which you get with this mimic, and it is the Miner Kid. It's a personal favorite of mine. Even though not a lot changes during the last 3 levels of it, it's still super cool. But actually, my personal favorite one, surprisingly, is actually level 1. I just love that he is in a minecart right here. Super happy and all that. I think my second favorite would be level 2 right here. And really quickly here, we'll take a look at some of these summons. So this one right here is level 1 cart kid. It's super cute, super basic, just like how we saw earlier. Just basically what it's sitting in for level 1 is basically this. And then for level 2, there's not a huge difference right here. It's just a little bit, I believe it's either lighter or darker color wood. I think it's a little bit darker color wood, but now it actually has some silver in it, which is super cool. Level 3 is following super close behind right here, and it now has a super dark wood kind of color minecart, and of course it has some valuable gold in it. Look at level 4 Miner Kid, so happy over here. This one is the only one that has an open mouth expression on it right here, and it now has a steel cart or a platinum cart or something, I don't know, it's metal, and it has some emeralds in it, which is super cool. And then finally for level 5, we now have like this great metal kind of looking stuff on there. Definitely a noticeable difference, looks a lot stronger. His expression is kind of aggressive now. He's ready to defeat some enemies, and he has diamonds, it looks like, in the back of it, or maybe like some sapphire kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and spawn an enemy real quick to see what it looks like when they take these things out. So of course that's what they look like running into it regularly, but here is the kind of superstar right here. Let's try and catch and see if his face changes. Okay, it does indeed. It goes to a happy face whenever he has it, just the level 4 face. Well, hey my friend, make sure to let me know down in the comments below if this video helped you out in any way, or if you love the minecart mimic just as much as I do, and I'll plan to see you in the next Tower Heroes video.